Hi, I'm Ruben Saltzman with Structure Tech Home Inspections, and today's topic is upgrading two-prong outlets to three-prong outlets. So to start off with, what's the big deal about a two-prong outlet? What's the hazard with this? Well, really there is no hazard. They're fine. However, you're not supposed to use three-prong outlets in a two-prong receptacle. Now, I know you can buy those adapters that get you from three prongs to two prongs, but the only time those are supposed to be used is on a properly grounded two-prong outlet. Yeah, you heard me right, a grounded two-prong outlet. It means that the outlet itself is connected to a ground path. You have a continuous ground path all the way back to the electrical panel. And there is such a thing. It's just not common. Because usually, if you have a continuous electrical path back to the panel, somebody will have already upgraded to a three-prong outlet. I mean, this is a condition that typically is just not going to exist. And that's the only time that it's safe to use a two-prong to three-prong adapter. And to use it properly, you would unscrew the little screw that holds the cover plate in place, you put your adapter in, and you put that screw back in place, and now you're actually grounding that adapter. So now you have a ground path all the way back to the main panel. How often do people do that? I'm going never. I'm going to say it has never been done in the history of the world, and that's why those two to three prong adapters probably just shouldn't even be sold. But they are, and my advice is don't use them. Okay, sorry for the digression. I had to discuss that a little bit. So back to the topic at hand. What does it take to convert from a two-prong to three-prong outlet? Well, if you have a continuous electrical path back to the panel, all you need to do is take that two-prong outlet out of the wall, take a ground wire and connect it to the metallic box, which has a path back to the panel, take any other ground wires inside the box and connect them all together, and then run a ground wire from that wire nut to the three-prong outlet. Now you have grounded your three-prong outlet, you have a continuous path back to the panel, and we're all good. Now that's not too likely. Usually when that's a condition, somebody will have already figured it out before you, and they will have grounded the outlets. What's more common is to have no path back to the panel, and you can still upgrade to a three-prong outlet by installing a GFCI receptacle. Yeah, GFCI receptacles can be installed in locations where there is no ground path. Now, it's not the best way of doing it. If you have a surge protector, your surge protector is not going to work as effectively. I actually used to tell people surge protectors won't work at all if there's no ground path, but it turns out I was wrong. They still will work. They just apparently don't work as well. They're not as effective. So ideally you have a ground path, but you don't absolutely need one. You can always upgrade to GFCI protected three-prong outlets, and they just don't have an electrical path back to the panel. Those are still safe. They're still allowed by the electrical code. So that's it in a nutshell. That is how you upgrade from a two-prong to three-prong outlet. Thanks for watching.